Welcome to Hypothetically Speaking, a channel where we don't pretend to give final answers, but where we explore possibilities. Today, I want to share with you a thought that lies at the foundation of all human striving, a thought about truth hypothesis. We speak of truth constantly. We pursue it in science, we argue over it in politics, we rely on it in ethics, and we long for it in our personal lives. Yet for all its familiarity, truth remains one of the most elusive things to define. Is truth an absolute essence existing beyond us? Is it something we construct together through agreement? Or is it something we must live out, embodied in our choices? The truth hypothesis proposes that truth is not one or the other, but all three. Truth is essence, relation, and life, the alignment of what is agreed, and what is lived. Let us look at these one by one. Truth as essence is the bedrock of reality itself. The earth revolves around the sun, whether we acknowledge it or not. Gravity pulls on every atom, whether we understand it or not. These truths stand independently of us. They are woven into the structure of existence. This is truth as what simply is. Truth as relation reveals itself in human society. Much of what governs our lives depends not on physical law, but on shared agreement. A piece of paper becomes money only because we all consent to its value. Laws and institutions are upheld because people collectively recognize them. These truths are not eternal, but they are real in their power to shape human life. They live in the bonds between us. Truth as life reminds us that truth cannot remain abstract. It must be enacted, embodied, lived. To say justice matters means little unless justice is carried out. To proclaim honesty has value means nothing if dishonesty is the way we act. Truth, in this sense, is not just what we know or agree upon, it is what we do. Without action, truth is inert, like a seed never planted. Now, to see how these dimensions intertwine, consider a painful scenario. Imagine a powerful country that wages aggression against a smaller nation, committing genocide against its people. Here, truth as essence is clear. The aggressor is wrong. Violence and extermination are wrong, no matter what justification is offered. But essence alone is not enough. Truth as relation comes into play. The oppressed have a duty, however desperate, to resist, to preserve themselves, to try to escape annihilation. If they fail to act, they are not guilty of the crime, but they do risk failing their own posterity by leaving no trace of themselves in history. And finally, truth as life. History records actions, not possibilities. If the people do not embody resistance, the truth that they once existed is swallowed in silence. Their annihilation is not only the aggressor's crime, it is also the tragic consequence of a truth they did not live out. What does this tell us? That truth does not only describe reality, it demands a response. To deny truth is culpable, to ignore truth is perilous. The implications of this hypothesis are profound. In science, truth as essence allows us to discover reality, but unless that knowledge is acknowledged relationally within communities and embodied in practice, it remains hidden or wasted. When one of these layers fails, science ceases to be a path to progress and becomes instead a tool for illusion or oppression. In ethics, truth defines responsibility. To lie is to rupture essence. To remain indifferent in the face of injustice is to betray relation. To know what is right yet fail to do it is to hollow out the very meaning of truth in life. Truth, therefore, imposes responsibility. What we know must become what we live. In politics and society, truth is the thread that holds people together. Facts must be recognized, agreements must be honored, and justice must be enacted. When truth is denied, manipulated, or ignored, societies collapse. Every empire that has fallen in part because it could no longer hold onto truth. On the scale of human survival, truth becomes destiny. The oppressed people facing annihilation may know the essence of their peril and may even share the relation of duty, but unless they live that truth in action, their story ends. Truth not lived becomes truth erased. Survival itself depends upon truth embodied. And on the personal level, truth is the measure of integrity. To deny truth is to fracture oneself. To know truth but not embody it is to live in self-deception. Only when what is agreed, and what is lived are aligned does a human being become whole. Authenticity, meaning, and dignity emerge only when we live truthfully. The truth hypothesis, then, leaves us with two simple but powerful corollaries. To deny truth is to do wrong. To ignore truth is to invite tragedy. To live truth is to fulfill the deepest calling of our existence. Truth is not optional. It is the foundation of science, the measure of morality, the glue of society, the condition of survival, and the essence of what it means to be human. If this idea resonates with you, share your thoughts in the comments. Let's expand our perspectives together. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and hit the bell so you won't miss the next idea. Thank you for watching Hypothetically Speaking. If you enjoyed this exploration, remember, we don't deal in answers here, only in possibilities. Until next time, keep questioning, keep wondering, and keep your mind open.